Wakanda Forever!
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Black Panther Wakanda Forever rumors explained.
I am queen of the most powerful nation in the world, and my entire family is gone.
For this list, we're looking at the most prominent fan theories surrounding this upcoming MCU sequel and breaking them down. Keep in mind that none of these are confirmed as of this writing. If you're not caught up on the MCU, beware of spoilers. What do you want to see in Wakanda Forever? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10, the return of the heart-shaped herb.
Allow the heart-shaped herb to restore the powers of the Black Panther and take you to the ancestral plane.
Obviously, the biggest question mark surrounding this movie is who will take up the mantle of Black Panther in the wake of King T'Challa's death. But before we figure out the who, we have to figure out the how.
Allow the heart-shaped herb to give you the powers of the Black Panther and take you to the ancestral plane.
As you'll remember, the superhuman abilities imbued in the Black Panther come from the heart-shaped herb. However, the herb was all but destroyed in the first film when Killmonger had it burned upon ingesting it himself.
It's all of it.
Yes. So when it comes time for another king, we will be ready.
Another king. Yeah, go ahead and burn all that.
Now, it's possible that the remnants of the heart-shaped herb still in T'Challa will be passed along, but that's dependent on a lot of unknown variables. Number 9, Sekhmet. While Shuri is one of the leading candidates for being the Black Panther, a theory we'll be unpacking later, this one takes a different approach to getting her in the suit.
You reach out with both hands and Bast and Sekhmet. They lead you into the green veldt where you can run forever.
According to Wakanda mythology, the goddess Bast is the one who led the original Black Panther to the heart-shaped herb.
A warrior shaman received a vision from the Panther goddess Bast, who led him to the heart-shaped herb.
However, it's interesting to note that Bast and the goddess Sekhmet are often paired together. Heck, they even both made their on-screen debuts in the Council of Godhead scene in Thor: Love and Thunder.
You are not like the other gods of kill.
Should the heart-shaped herb no longer play a role, fans have theorized that Sekhmet will play a new kind of role in imbuing powers, perhaps taking a cue from Moon Knight's Khonshu.
Rise and live again, as my fist of vengeance, as my Moon Knight.
Number 8, the White Wolf.
Good morning, Sergeant Barnes.
Bucky.
How are you feeling?
Good. Thank you.
Come. Much more for you to learn.
One MCU character with an outside connection to Wakanda is Bucky Barnes, aka the Winter Soldier. After the events of Captain America: Civil War, Bucky is brought in by the Wakandans, who are eventually able to wipe his Hydra brainwashing. While there, he's also given the alias White Wolf.
This one may be tired of war, but the White Wolf has rested long enough.
This has been less of an actual identity thus far, but Wakanda Forever could change that. Adopting the comics version of the character could be a way for him to further distance himself from his Winter Soldier days. The events of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier saw him get on semi-rocky ground with the Dora Milaje, but conceivably, he'd still want to return to Wakanda to attend T'Challa's funeral.
It would be prudent to make yourself scarce in Wakanda for the time being, White Wolf.
Fair enough.
Number 7, Shuri mentoring Ironheart. This one feels like a no-brainer.
Mr. Stark, great. We could really use some Iron Man help right now.
Oof, you're 0 for 2, kid. I'm not Tony. And this isn't Iron Man.
Codename's Ironheart. And you must be Spider-Man.
As young as Shuri still is, the stars seem to be aligning for her to take on a mentor role with Riri Williams, aka Ironheart. Riri is already confirmed to be appearing in the film, as the first trailer shows her hammering out her insignia and being on good terms with Shuri. In the comics, Riri develops an Iron Man-esque suit and comes up under the direct tutelage of Tony Stark. Seeing as Tony's already passed away in the MCU, though, Shuri feels like a natural fit for the position. Her technological genius already rivals Tony's, and in mourning her brother, she may be surprised to gain a new sister.
Hey, and wow, I'm terrible at this. Maybe we could hang sometime? Like, not as interns?
Number 6, the Midnight Angels. In the trailer, you can see a blue-clad Wakandan warrior, whereas the Dora Milaje wear red. This is Michaela Cole's Aneka, whose comic counterpart could give us a lot of answers as to what to expect in the film. Though Aneka was once previously a member of the Dora Milaje in the comics, fans have pointed out that her outfit is similar to her subsequent Midnight Angels look. Of course, there's another Midnight Angel, Io, who we're already familiar with in the MCU.
I understand.
Very little, if anything, of our loss and our shame.
Only time will tell if Io will join her vigilante sister in this installment, and what role they might play. But it should be noted that comics Aneka has a connection with a major Marvel villain whom we'll be discussing later on. Number 5, Nakia will defect from Wakanda.
Nakia. Hi.
With Lupita Nyong'o's Nakia only appearing in the first Black Panther prior to this installment, many fans are still waiting for her to come into her own. While the odds of her becoming Black Panther are slimmer than others, we're sure that Ryan Coogler and company have something cooked up for her.
You saved my family. Our nation.
There's nothing to thank me for. It is our duty to... It was my duty to fight for what I love.
Seeing as Nakia's comic counterpart is vastly different, essentially a jilted lover of T'Challa turned villain, there may not seem to be much to draw from. Granted, a full-blown heel turn is unlikely, but some fans have theorized that T'Challa's passing and subsequent developments in Wakanda may prompt her to leave it behind in search of other ventures. What those ventures may be, no one knows.
If you are not so stubborn, you would make a great queen.
I would make a great queen because I am so stubborn.
If that's what I wanted.
Number 4, Storm.
Do you know what happens to a toad when it's struck by lightning? The same thing that happens to everything else.
The mutants are coming to the MCU. That much is a fact. But with the untitled movie without a release date, we don't yet know when or how.
We should tell him the truth.
Our final member, Professor Charles Xavier.
That said, 2022 has seen big leaps forward in that regard, with a variant of Professor X appearing in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and the word mutation popping up in Ms. Marvel.
Kamala, there's something different in your genes. Like a mutation.
Wakanda Forever could take another step forward by introducing us to the MCU's version of Storm. Not just a random mutant, Storm actually has ties to Wakanda in the comics, even marrying T'Challa at one point. Even with T'Challa gone, though, it is possible that they could squeeze her in somewhere as another backdoor entry point to mutants.
They can't cure us. You want to know why? Because there's nothing to cure. Nothing's wrong with you. Or any of us, for that matter.
Number 3, Killmonger is the Black Panther. Now we're getting to the really juicy fan theories.
I lived my entire life waiting for this moment. I trained, I lied, I killed, just to get here.
Of course, Killmonger's story came to a tragically beautiful conclusion in the first Black Panther. But even his death can't stop fans from hypothesizing his return.
Just bury me in the ocean with my ancestors that jumped from the ships. Because they knew death was better than bondage.
As you'll recall, a dying Killmonger asks T'Challa to bury him in the ocean, a request the latter presumably honors. In the trailer for Wakanda Forever, a shipping vessel is shown seemingly bringing something up from the depths. Seeing as Killmonger has a blood claim to the throne and prior Black Panther experience, fans have speculated whether his body is being exhumed and revived for that purpose. though we do shudder to think what condition his body would be in after so many years.
Nah, I'm your king.
Number 2, Dr. Doom.
How romantic.
Victor, please.
Call me Doom.
One of the major villains being thrown around for phases 5 and 6 is Dr. Doom. With a Fantastic Four movie coming in 2024, it feels inevitable that Doom will make his appearance sooner or later.
Let's all go for a spin!
With Wakanda Forever set to be a very international MCU movie, especially with Wakanda going up against the underwater civilization of Talokan, throwing in a dash of Latvian menace does not feel outside the realm of possibility. Fans have already guesstimated that an outside force is drawing the Wakandans and Talokanians to war, and that force could just have a PhD in evil.
It's time to end this.
No, Vic. It's clobbering time.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Shuri is the Black Panther. With apologies to Killmonger, the glimpse of Black Panther we see in the trailer does seem to have a feminine physique.
And when I wake up...
While Nakia and Okoye remain on the table, there's too much evidence pointing to Shuri for us to bet on anyone else. For starters, Shuri does actually take up the mantle of Black Panther in the comics when T'Challa cannot. Second, it's already been reported that she'll have a larger role this time out, which almost feels like code for Black Panther.
The Black Panther lives. And when he fights for the fate of Wakanda, I will be right there beside him.
Should Shuri step into the shoes of her late brother, we're sure she'll honor his memory, while also throwing some technological advancements into the suit. Especially if she doesn't have the same superhuman abilities.
What's up, princess?
You'll never be a true king.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.